Morning. I'm so sorry for my coughing. I am actually fine. I just sound really ill. Okay, so I had to take all of last week off because honestly, I was just so run down. But guys, on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube, and that is where I'll be streaming my charts. But yeah, let me know if I've got any traders here. I'm currently in two trades. And you'll be able to see this on my screen on YouTube. All right, let me just have a look. Okay, so where did I enter? I entered here. Entry there. Stop loss just below these lows here. And then let's switch back to the 15-minute. Cool. Ideally, we want a target of these 15-minute highs here, which is just about a 1 to 2. Just gonna double check and see. Okay, I'm still in this trade. We're still in the trade on my futures account. How is everyone this morning though? Hope everyone's week was good last week. I honestly had one of the worst weeks I've had in a really, really long time, in all honesty. Yeah, it wasn't great. I was really, really ill physically, and then I was really, really ill mentally as well. Hey Q, so I'm gonna talk you through my awful week, guys, because I think it's really important to share these moments with each other, because I never want to come to social media and pretend my life is just brilliant all the time, because it really isn't. But yeah, last week was really, really challenging for me. Not too bad with trading because I've actually learned when not to trade, and that's a skill in itself. So currently we're in two trades at the moment. So on my futures account, I got in a much lower point, so I've already taken size off that. So now I'm just basically just letting it run. To be fair, I could have actually added to that position, but I was focusing on getting in on my my other account here. So I'm aiming for just under a 1 to 2. So guys on TikTok, if you want to see the full charts, come over to Doey Trades. On YouTube, that's where you will see the live charts. So when this candle closes in 5 minutes, I'm going to go break even. But yeah, my target is up there at the 15-minute highs. I'm going to talk you through the trades, and I'm going to talk you through my awful week. So like I said, it wasn't massively to do with my own trading. It was to do with everything that was kind of going on around me. On top of that, obviously, I wasn't very well. As you can hear, I don't really sound too good right now. Okay, this is literally just gone very, very, it's rejected massively, but it's fine. We're going to stay calm. Let me just make sure I do have a stop loss on. Yeah, I've already got my stop loss on. It's fine. Okay. Cool. So last week was a really big lesson for me, in the sense of I really learned that emotions matter more than anything else. Is there something going on? Because I feel like price has literally just started going a little bit wild. Like the movements just, you can really see like there's a battle right now. I only really see movements like this when there's like some type of news. Maybe someone's speaking, something's going on, I don't know. But yes, so I've always said the most important thing when it comes to trading is your emotions. And until last week, like, I knew that, but now I know it even more. So basically, I have partnerships in, well, like business partners. I've got one with my education community. He's great, but I also have another business partner. Um, and I saw how much emotion really, really affected both their trading. When, like I said, I was very ill last week, so I chose not to trade. Lily, oh hey Lily. So I trade. Technically, it's forex, but I trade commodities within forex. So like, gold against the US dollar. I also trade futures as well. So currently in a trade on my futures account and on my forex account. But yeah, if you guys want to see the full charts, just come over to YouTube. It's just Doey Trades. I'm just gonna make sure everything is running smoothly. Guys on YouTube, I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. Everything sound good? Because I know sometimes it can play up a little bit, my sound. So just let me know. But no, I don't really trade stocks and shares, no. Bitcoin and block. Okay, cool. Brilliant. Um, Thanks, Keaton. Gonna take it as a compliment. Probably not your intention, but that's what I'm gonna take it as. But yeah, so last week, these extremely good traders I saw spiral out because they couldn't control their emotion. One of them, something bad happened, and it was very relevant to feel the way that he did, but instead of not trading, he forced the trades. Traded outside of his rules. When that was a loss, that just ended up really affecting him mentally when it actually was the loss, because a lot of the time, like, if I take a loss and I've followed my rules, I don't feel any type of way about it. But if I've made a loss and I've broken my rules, this is now when you start getting a bit angry. Oh, thank you, Lily. Don't worry, I'm used to it. I'm used to people just coming on and trolling. It's fine. But yeah, thanks guys for the support. But yeah, so I don't really care what anyone says, because someone said to me last week, oh, like, it doesn't matter about your mindset, it's just you need an edge. That's absolute bullshit, really, because these are very good traders, and I saw their emotions get the best of them, mainly because they couldn't take a loss. And this is like a really big reoccurring thing where people struggle to take losses. Like, this may be a loss that I may have to take, and that's fine. Like, I've put my risk to just under 0.5% of my account. So like, for me, I followed my rules, and I don't feel any type of way about it. Um, Brum. Guarantee you have to use her broker. No, you don't. You don't have to use my broker. I don't have a broker. Yeah, don't have a broker. I'm just literally just sharing my journey. But yeah, so if you guys, any of you guys on TikTok, if you want to see the full charts, because I'm going to break down why I took this trade in a second, then just come over to Doey Trades, because on YouTube, because I'm trying to build up the community over there, just because there's just so much hate and just random weirdos on TikTok. Like, I do completely understand there's a hell of a lot of scammers, like, in this industry. But yeah, you don't have to use my broker or anything like that. I'm literally just sharing my journey with you guys. But yeah, hi Polski. But yeah, so I am bouncing back from the lessons that I learnt last week, and I think I've been so fixated this year on really trying to, like, not go all in with myself and find all, like, these business partnerships and doing this and doing that, just because I've really struggled to come into such a male dominated industry by myself, and share my journey and whatever. Like, I found it really hard, so I felt like I was very quick to jump into partnerships, purely because I didn't want to do it alone. But now I just feel, yeah, like, the last week has been such a big lesson for me to just trust yourself. Um, and yeah, the main battle here is, so why I oh so basically I obviously trade, but we were just I mean I always network with people, and I think I'm always open to working with other people if it kind of benefits everyone, because I've always wanted, I think in my previous business I did everything by myself. And it just, for me, like I really enjoy working with other people, but I'm very quickly learning like how this industry works, and how actually there are a lot of really really good traders, but you know you can't always trust what people say, which is why I always just try and show you guys like my trading, which is why I stream. It's not anything to do with anything. Like my kind of goal at the beginning of the year was to create a female community to help more women get into trading. Okay, this trade's I wanna we got still a little bit of time. I don't want to go break even just yet, just because I can see how much like this is swinging around. I really, really want to hold out to my target. But I will go break even if this candle can close above all of this stuff here. Um, God, I'm so sorry, guys. I literally sound so ill. Okay. How much will you make from this trade? So right now we're at $240 currently. If I just close out up here, which I feel like I want to do, because I actually don't know how to don't actually know how to I don't know whether to close this out at the target or I just go break even and just trail my stop loss. Because I feel like, where are we? We're like in the all-time highs. Do I really want to come out of this trade? 4786. If you want to see the full screen, just come over to YouTube. It's Doey Trades. That's where the full charts are. I'm gonna just see if we got any questions. No questions on. Oh, there we go. We do. I just couldn't see it. Sorry, guys. Let me just move this. LA taggers, how does this work? I'm assuming you've never traded before. I mean, if you haven't traded before, I would definitely suggest just going and learning the basics somewhere, because I'm not going through the basics today. um, Lily, so I have like a joint community. Me and one of my trader friends, we've literally just created like a trader community where we just all can trade together basically. So Lily, just a quick question. Obviously I saw you asking about stocks and shares. Do you already trade? I'm based just outside of London, so I'm not far from London. I'm really trying to create a more local community. Okay, so we've hit my TP, guys, I think, but do I just, what are we thinking? Have we got any gold traders here? I'm gonna, so we've kind of just hit, oh my god, this is so annoying. Hit my TP, but we're in the all-time highs, so do I really want to come out of this trade? Because we could just see this fly now. I feel like I'm just gonna trail. We're gonna trail this here. So that's a 1 to 2 there. I heard you say stop loss. XAU USD sniper. Okay, so I can see that you're a gold trader. I'm currently in a buy. Do I come out? It's hit my TP. It was a 1 to 2. We're currently in profit of $400. Do I continue to ride this up? Or just trail that stop loss? I might just trail it. I'm not going to be too mad if this comes down, because then that's still 115 in profit. I mean, you like usually you think exit. It's the only reason why I'm saying this is because when I've traded all-time highs, like this is quite a few times now, and when we can get that momentum, you know what? I'm just going to be sensible and I'm just going to come out the trade. I'm still in my futures one. I'm going to stay in that one because it's not a lot of money, and I'm just going to trail this stop loss. So I've come out of that trade. So just just under 400 in profit. So just under 0.5, no, just under 1% profit. I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that. So guys, now obviously I can not be as distracted. That was a hard trade to stay in, guys, because look how close it came to my stop loss. Literally so close to hitting stop loss. But to be fair, I actually think, no, I didn't even, I didn't enter at this point. I was more on this one where that doji candle was. Thank you, Lily. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm definitely happy with that. We're still in a risk-free trade, and now I'm trailing that one. So if it comes back down, we're still gonna make profit. But yeah, so let me talk you guys through like my strategy. You catch EU sales. I'm not trading EU. I'm trading gold. I might have a look at NQ quickly. Let's have a little look at NQ. So guys, I basically trade just simple market structure. So I use like top-down analysis for my entries, but I'm literally just trading only trending markets, and basically going with the trend. Like I know sometimes you can trade. Let's have a quick look. Have we? We haven't actually hit the highs yet. Let me have a quick. We haven't hit Asia highs yet. We could tap into Asia highs and have a bit of a sweep and potentially have a little sell. But again, this is a bit more like high risk trading. But yeah, let me talk you guys through the trade that I just took now. But yeah, it would be great if you guys on TikTok can come over to YouTube, because then you can actually see what I'm going to be talking you through. Oh, for God's sake. TikTok might kick me off in a second because I've got this app that basically from 9 a.m. it's like my focus time, so it kicks me off like my social apps. I would love to connect. Yeah, of course, Lily. Definitely drop me a message. Honestly, like my mission here is literally to help more women traders, because it's such a male dominated industry and it's an aggressive industry. Katie, oh, thank you so much. Anya, I'm from West Sussex and I started to learn to. Oh, amazing! That's so good to see you here. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna talk you through the trade that I've just taken. Farmer's wife. Yes, honestly, girls, drop me a message because I'm here for you. Like this is like my whole reasoning that from the beginning of this year, why I started sharing my journey was to actually help more women get into trading, because it's such a hard industry to break into. But yeah, like this is exactly what I want to do. Like my kind of goal is to get us all together, like do day events and like actual in-person events. How much are you funded? So I've got a couple of 50k accounts. I personally at the moment like trading my 50k accounts. Like sometimes I will do 100k, but I struggle with my greed. Oh my god, 100% Lily, drop me a message. Because yeah, I trade futures and forex. But yeah, I'm so kind of sick of a lot of the guys in the industry that make it very hard for people to come in, and it's so ego driven. Um, like people, yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult because it's made out to be a lot more complicated than it needs to be. But yeah, let's talk about this trade. So I like the fact that I went in for a buy and didn't go against the 4 hour bias. So I'm just gonna quickly talk you through market structure, guys. Like, if you're in an uptrend, you're making higher highs and higher lows, like full stop. Like that's just the movement of market structure in an uptrend. So if I show you guys here, we're moving up. There's your high. It's a higher high than the last high. Then there's your low. Then there's your high. Then we had a little bit of a moment here where we did break structure and we had this move down, which is fine. So, you could be looking at your sales, but this is when you use the lower time frames to actually, get in. But then we changed our structure again. There was your high, there was your low, and then we've started pushing up again. So for me, when I came onto the charts this morning, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at the last low, which was down here, making this a higher low than the previous low. There was your previous high. We've broke above it. So ideally, I'm looking for buys, basically. Then I was looking at the 1 hour. Now, again, this is definitely a little bit more high risk because I was trading in the 4 hour extension. So what I mean by extension is when you're looking at market structure, you also have to understand what part of the market structure you're in. So are you in the extension, which is this bit here, or are you in the pullback? So for example, if you're looking for buys in an uptrend, the better area to buy is at the pullback rather than the extension. I hope that makes sense, because, when we extend up, this is where we will now, potentially look to create a higher low and then go up again. So it's a bit more, if you're then trading like up here for a buy, which is technically what I did on the 4 hour, but the reason why I'm able to do that is because I know what my targets are. Because I'm not going to really aim for the sky, because I'm not trading technically off the 4 hour structure. But if we drop down to the 1 hour structure, we've got a bit more structure in this. So we've got, highs and lows. So when I came onto it this morning, our 1 hour high had been created, which indicated that we could see some type of pullback, which we did. So if we have a look here, this was your 1 hour high. Right, 2 seconds. Kicked me off TikTok. I knew that was gonna happen. Just gonna stop session. There we go. See, I told you guys that would kick me off. Oh. Yeah, so then having a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, sorry, Lily. The live, it basically, can you, is it working now? Am I back? But yeah, so it's because I've got that bloody app. I need to delete it because every single day I'm just ignoring it anyway. I'm just gonna double check, see if we've got any questions. But yes, so when I was looking at the 1 hour, I was like, okay, I can trade the 1 hour, but my targets, is we're gonna be hitting 15-minute highs. We're gonna play it safer. We're not gonna just be holding. We're gonna go break even relatively soon. We can still trade these moves, but you really have to be using like the 1 minute for your entry, so then you can get really tight stop losses, basically. So this morning, this high had been created here on the 1 hour, which then I was happy to actually look and drop down to the 15-minute, because the high had been created and then we basically got a low here. So I don't go by, price has to pull back a certain amount. Like, I'm still a price action trader. Like, I don't really have any rules of, like, needs to be pulling back loads. I told you, like, it's this. Well, I'm not going to say I told you because I'm glad that I played it safe. Because I'm already in a trade that is risk free. So we can hopefully just ride this up. Um, but yeah, I mean, we could hit Asia highs and then get a bit of a retracement. Ross R. So I'm live on YouTube. I'm only streaming on YouTube and not I'm not streaming my charts on TikTok just because I don't want to get banned. And for some reason, like TikTok just doesn't like it when I show my charts. So yeah, if you want to see the full charts, I'd be really appreciative if you came over to YouTube because I'm trying to create the community over there just because people are a bit more serious rather than I do get a lot of just randomers on TikTok here. But yeah, so like I said, when I came onto the charts this morning, this high had been created. Technically, this area of support had been created, so I was like, you know what, I'm okay with trading the 15-minute structure when we basically go back to being bullish. So my first entry, again, just a bit more high risk. So it's, like I've been trading for a long time. It's a risk that I was happy to take. This was my futures position, why it was a lot lower than my, my futures position was all the way down here. And the way that I got that entry was basically trading off the 15-minute. So for me, like this, I wouldn't really class this as like a high. Like it's just one candle. So the last low was down here on the 15-minute. The high was here, which was created. So my idea of an uptrend is this right here. So we've moved up from this low, come down, and we're looking to create a higher low. Once we create that higher low, we then look to break that that last high there. So as we were coming down, I wasn't paying too much attention of this kind of looking like a downtrend. I then just dropped down to the 1 minute and waited for basically the 1 minute to give me bullish structure, which we then started to get all of this mess down here. So when I actually came on, you have to be really, really careful when you're looking at the lower time frames that you're purely using this just for your entries. Like, don't pay attention to everything else because this is where a lot of people can get confused. I came onto the charts and I was like, right, all I want is price to change structure and go back to being bullish. Now I know like potentially you could have got really kind of taken out here. I mean, actually not really, because like these are not really yeah, to be fair, even if you came over here, because for me, where I would put my stop loss is below where that wick is. So even if you came here and you're literally waiting for this structure to broke there, you enter. But when I came on, basically, I was looking for this structure to be broken. So this 1 minute high to be broken, which was here. As soon as this candle broke up, I just waited for some type of pullback. So I actually got a really good entry there. It was literally like this. And because already we'd kind of gone past all of this stuff, I wouldn't personally need to put my stop loss all the way over here. If I'd entered when I was over on this side, then I would have put my stop loss below here. But because we already have, all of this price kind of tapping into this area here, I felt comfortable literally having my stop loss like this. So that was like my first entry. Do you look at level two? Don't know what level two is, bars. Hey, I'm looking. Sorry, let me just move this down so I can see. Hey, I'm looking to trade gold. I just do swing trades, but I don't have a clue on gold. Mick, if you're looking to swing trade on gold, I mean, definitely, personally, I'd only be looking for buys. So, for example, though the trades that I took today are, I think in gold are always opportunities for swing trades. But anytime we have like any kind of big pullback, you have to start. I think it's difficult because if you're brand new to trading, Mick, let me know if you're brand new to trading. If you're brand new and you just kind of want to go straight into swing trading, I feel like you really have to understand market structure. So be trading off the 4 hour, the daily, and looking for your positions there. So literally what I'm teaching and going through right now, but on the much higher time frames. So, for example, like what I've done is I've traded the 15-minute structure, the 1 hour structure, which isn't swing trade positions. If I was swing trading, I would literally be only looking kind of like at your 4 hour and looking for those positions. So right now, until gold actually starts to pull back and create its lower high, I wouldn't be able to enter. But because I've been trading off the smaller time frames, that's why I was able to enter and just make sure, I traded safely by either being happy with profits. Just made a $400 profit this morning on one account. We're still open on another one, which is just running at 200 right now, just because I already took profits on it. So we've only got one mini contract on, so it's not very big. Can I make some money? But I mainly trade basically only gold on futures, silver, copper, and NQ. But yeah, those are kind of like my main things that I trade. Thank you so much for the follows and everything, by the way, on TikTok. I've realised that a lot of you have been following, so I really appreciate you all. But yeah, if anyone wants to see the full chart, just head over to YouTube now. Yeah, so that's what I'm trading on now. My two 50k accounts. I've got my 50k Alpha Futures account. By the way, guys, this is one thing that I do have. I do have a discount code for you guys. I'm laughing just because like everyone just hates on it so much, but currently right now on Alpha Futures, and they don't really ever do this. I personally like futures because I think that you can pass the challenges quite quickly because the target is nowhere near as much as what it is in Forex. But they've got a 25% discount right now. So if you use my code DOEYFX, honestly, like you could get and so the pricing is so different to Forex because you can get a 150k account for like $150 or something, but then obviously with the discount code it's going to be cheaper. So if you was to get that on Forex, you'd be looking at like around $400 to $500. But I do also have a discount code for my Forex account, which is Think Capital. Like, I cannot fault them, guys. Like, Think Capital all the way for Forex. I love their trading platform because I personally only really like trading on my laptop now. I've tried to really move away from trading on my phone just because I found, well, this is my personality. Like, I'm very impulsive. So, where I've got really impulsive nature, there's more temptation when I'm trading on my phone. Whereas if I've got to sit down, get my whole laptop out, look at the whole thing properly, I'm less likely to be as impulsive. But yeah, so but by the way, Doey FX for both of the discount codes. Just if you guys want money off. But yeah, so bars. I mean, you've literally only just been on here for a short period of time. I've literally just talked you guys through the whole trade that I was literally in. And this is why I do it live, because obviously if you all of these videos as well are posted onto my YouTube, so you can see that I entered the trade, came out of the trade. Um Thank you so much for the follows. But yeah, guys, if you obviously don't like what I'm saying, just keep scrolling. But this is why. This is why, ladies, I wanted to make a female community, because honestly, men are horrible. Not all men. Not all men. I actually have a lot of respect for a lot of guys, so please don't get it twisted that I'm a man hater. But I actually really dislike a lot of men in this industry, because they just come on, um, and they're just here to like just troll. Like, I never get it from women, just men, and it's just weird. But yeah, sorry, Jay, because you're clearly a guy. Yeah, that would be absolutely amazing, Lily. We definitely need to stick together, because it's hard. Like, honestly, I started sharing my journey to just to help more people. Um, uh, you're like, okay. Oh, leak. No, I'm trying to learn. Leek. I haven't seen you here for ages. Oh my god, how are you doing? It's so good to kind of see you. But yeah, let's just talk. So I've obviously spoke and talked you through that first trade that I took, but I'm gonna show you the one that we closed off on the live stream. Um, Let me have a little look. Not bad. Oh, bless you. I hope everything's good. Always drop me a message if you need to. Um, Literally, you're like one of my day ones that was here when I first started streaming. So it's so good to see you. It's a nice little throwback. But yeah, so when I decided to take another buy position and add to this position, what I wanted to do, because originally what I ended up doing was taking that first position here on the pullback. Still same number on WhatsApp. Can you see my message? I can't see your message until I come off the live stream. Do you masturbate, please? No, no masturbate. Oh, the. Do you want to see how the door opened? Let me see. Come here. Good boy. This guy. This is how the door opened and closed. My little moosey. Come on then, good boy. Yeah. Did you go Creamfields just gone? No, I didn't. I haven't been to a festival in a very long time. Okay, so we're back in all-time highs now for gold. But yeah, so like I was saying, the original position down here was a position that I got at that pullback, but then that second position was the continuation. I got that confirmation on the 15-minute, which is going to be a lot stronger than, you know, the 1 minute, the 5 minute. But when I got this confirmation that we broke above here, I just needed a high to be created so that I could then enter on a new pullback. And then that would have been my target, which was the target that was hit. And ideally what I would have usually done, the only time that I do use my phone is to close partials. So I don't actually know how to do it on here on my laptop, but on my phone I would have closed partials at my target, like 80%, and then I would have literally just let this trade run. Because yeah, this is the whole idea of market structure, right? We've entered on the pullback and we anticipate this high to be taken out. So I'm just going to have a quick look. Okay, so we've closed above Asia highs. Okay, I'm definitely going to still be looking for more buys, but now once our new high has been created. User, it's just my dog. I literally just picked him up and showed everyone him. But yeah, so we just took a continuation trade on the 15-minute. Wait for this high to be created here. So let me show you guys again. Once this high had been created on the 15-minute, this is now where I can drop down to the 1-minute. So yeah, you start seeing all of this bearish movement down here. Wait, is that it? No. Yeah, down here. Oh no. I'm getting all confused now because it all changes when you go. I'm going to make this a box so I can highlight it so we can have a look what this looks like on the 1-minute. Yeah, so this is it. We see all of this bearish movement down here. We basically just want to wait for some actual structure to show itself on the 1-minute. So then this here is what I would have considered that structure, first high. And I basically just wait for that high to be created. To be broken. It broke itself there. Wait for it to, I like to enter basically the area that it broke out of. So entry there, and to be safe, we got our stop loss on the other side of that low there. And then go back to the 15-minute, and my target was that 15-minute high, which was here, which was just about a 1 to 2. Guys, I literally just showed you that is my dog. He keeps opening the door. He's a little sausage dog. That's why you can't see him, because he's so low to the floor. But yeah, so that's why I entered this trade. Now that we've taken out the Asia highs and we haven't just swept them, we've actually just closed above them. This is also another strategy that I like to really trade. It's basically using liquidity pools, and I like trading the Asia highs and lows. So I just wait for one of them to be tapped into, which we got a complete 15-minute breakout above the Asia highs. So now I can either trade the pullback. So if I wanted to trade the pullback, what I'd be doing is waiting on the 1-minute. Okay, so we are already slightly pulling back, but I would personally like to go with the trend. So what I'm going to do is wait for 15-minute high to be created, then drop down to the 1-minute, and then see when we actually turn back to being bullish, and just repeat the process basically. Sorry that I sound so ill, guys. I'm not even that ill anymore. It's just lingering. Like, the cough is just lingering. But yeah, hopefully everything that we've gone through today makes sense. I think now, like I said, all I'm going to wait for is that high to be created on the 15-minute, which, like I said, at this point, because we've actually taken out the highs, like, I wouldn't, if I wanted to trade a little bit more high risk, I could have traded this pullback as well, but I do really want to go with the trend. I know. Do you know why you're not my mod? Because you're not here enough. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna love and leave you lot now because my friend is coming over. We're about to do nails and lashes. I hope to see you here more because I know you wanted to get into trading. It's Sam, isn't it? I always call you by your username, but I'm pretty. Is it Sam? But yeah, so I personally today will want to go with the trend just because we're back in the all-time highs again. Like, for me, I like going with the trend, especially in the all-time high. So I'm waiting for the 15-minute high to be created, then I'll drop down to the 1 minute to find my entry again. So I'll be streaming Mondays and Wednesday, 8 a.m. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, it's not Sam. Lee. I'm such an idiot. Lee. Lee K. That, okay, that makes sense. It's not leak, is it? Oh god. But yeah. Sorry. But yeah, so this is why, guys, I don't want to be trading against the trend, because I mean, we wouldn't have been able to take a sell there anyway because this 15-minute high hadn't been created. The only time I'm taking a trade now is when we've created a 15-minute high. So that's what we're going to wait for. If you guys don't know what that is, it's literally just an area of resistance. So that's a high, that's a high, that's a high. And we can't do anything until then. And because we're looking at this on the 15-minute, you know, we got to wait for these 15-minute candles to close. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on Wednesday. So I hope to see some of you guys on YouTube, because that's where I've got the charts. I can see the door just, I know, I can just see the door just opening and closing there. But I'm gonna love and leave you guys. I hope you all have the best day and have a good week trading.